We have Israel scientists. They have discovered how to reverse aging cells. This is an article from the Jerusalem Post. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that name of the author because I just don't want to do that. Here we go. A professor and doctoral student sought to understand why elderly population is more susceptible to severe cases of Wuhan virus, and with the vaccines seeming to be less effective and wane faster among this population. The results of their work were published this month in a peer-reviewed online medical journal, Blood. The secret being the B cells, also known as B lymphocytes. A lot of these big words I'm going to be saying absolutely go over my head, but I think I do probably understand a good amount of them. I just understand that this is some fucking cool shit. These are the cells that produce antibodies against any pathogen that enters the body. So these are the things that help us not fucking die. They play a key role in protecting people from viruses and diseases. B cells are produced in bone marrow and then travel through the blood to lymph nodes and the spleen, where they wait for pathogens to enter, and then they attack. These are the motherfuckers who I don't remember the names of the battlefields, the people on the battlefields, which ones are where. So these are the ones fucking doing the shit. I was gonna do a Game of Thrones. That wouldn't have worked very well. When you are young, this is a quote, when you are young, you have young cells. The young cells have a very diverse ability to recognize anything pathogenic, goddamn, that comes into your body. B cells do not live long, but they are constantly being replenished by new ones sent from bone marrow, creating homeostasis, a state in which the total number of B cells is in the bone marrow and outside remains consistent. I fucking butchered that because the doctor's name is in here and I just don't even want to attempt to say it. So, they figured out how to make the cells continuously replenish rather than not replenish when you get older, because when you get older, they just don't replenish as quickly. Actually, they don't replenish at all because it needs to have a consistent balance inside and outside of the bone marrow. However, B cells do not just disappear. They turn into memory B cells, so that if the body is exposed to a previous pathogen, the individual will not get sick. That is because the immune response will be fast and robust. It will eliminate the pathogen, often without the individual knowing he or she had been exposed. Asymptomatic people. Unlike B cells, memory cells are long-lived. Imagine you are growing into adulthood. This is the best part. This will make you understand this better. Imagine you are growing into adulthood and you become an adult and then an old person. Great stance. Great charting. You accumulate in your body many memory cells. You are exposed all the time to pathogens, and hence you make more and more memory cells. Because these are so long-lived, there is no room left for new B cells. What happens when a new pathogen, such as Wuhan virus, comes along? There are no young B cells that can recognize it. So basically, ain't got enough room for more B cells, or new ones at least. That is one of the reasons why older people are most susceptible to severe Wuhan virus and many other diseases. As noted, this happens because the body's need of homeostasis, something that a lad discovered a decade ago. But this year, they took the discovery another step and figured out a mechanism to override the system. We found a specific hormonio signals produced by the old B cells, the memory cells that inhibit the bone marrow from producing new B cells. She said, oh God, I don't even know if that's a female or not. Damn it. This is a huge discovery. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. It also means that over time, specific drugs and treatments can be found to inhibit one of the hormones in the signaling pathway and get the bone marrow to produce new B cells. So, what a lot of this comes down to, I also kind of why I thought this was cool. B cells are the thing protecting us from a lot of things we just don't realize are going on. Yes, in the last 2 years now, we're going to go on 2 years in November, we will be exposed to the virus. We would, I think a lot of people would think everyone's a lot smarter about pathogens and maybe understands a little bit more of how these things work, but I would disagree. I think a lot of people still don't wash their hands, still sneeze into their hands, still touch their face a lot, don't know how to properly wear a mask, and they're just touching their face continuously. So, with that being said, learning stuff like this, it's like, so there is things that the body already creates to stop stuff like this from happening. So that's why younger people are just not being affected by this as much. So I thought this was cool. If they can figure out how to actually do, like, continuously work on this and figure out how to actually stop the hormone that makes the B cells stop producing new ones. If we can switch that and make the hormones allow more to be made, I think in the future we'd be really fucking set. We don't have to genetically modify ourselves with fucking DNA shit. Talked about that last episode.